So when do I stop making dua for something?
Al-Maghrib Institute presents Q&A with Ammar AlShukry.
Alhamdulillah, salatu salam ala Rasulillah. This is a question that throughout the His Majesty class, every city that I taught it in, people would come and they would ask this question because there was a lot of deep pain that people were struggling with. The want of a child, the want of getting married, maybe a career or something that they felt that in their very bones they wanted to achieve or they wanted to acquire. And every year it just seemed to be getting more and more distant. And so when do you just kind of come to the conclusion that this might not be destined for me? And so I'm just going to stop asking for it. And this question, I then went and I presented it to some of my own teachers, and Shaykh Muhammad al-Sharif gave me a very beautiful answer actually. And he said, if it is something that is biological, right, like wanting a child or like having desiring of the companionship of a spouse, then you simply never stop. As long as you still want it, then don't stop asking for it, because you don't know whether Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has it destined for you. And we have a beautiful example of Zakaria alayhi salam, who says, Rabbi inni wahana al-'azmu minni, my Lord, my bones have become frail and my hair shta'al al-ra'su shayba, my hair has ignited in white, and my wife is barren, and all of these things have and the question then becomes, did Zakaria first get inspired to ask Allah for a child when he'd reached that status of old age or that stage of old age? Or had he been asking for it for years and years and decades, and he never stopped asking? He says this beautiful phrase, وَلَمْ أَكُمْ بِدُعَائِكَ رَبِّ شَقِيًّا, my Lord, I never lose when I make dua to you. And so, as long as you still want it, let that pain motivate you, let the tears flow, let the tongue stutter, let the heart be broken, because in doing so, these prayers that you are lifting to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may be the greatest acts of worship that you offer in your entire life, and you never lose when you make dua to Allah. And there's so much more that I want to say. It revolves around the names of Allah, Al-Qadir and Al-Mujib, and beautiful names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that inspire a person to continue to call upon Him. We talk about this much more in the course His Majesty, and I invite you to come and take the journey with us.